Hey everybody, Chance Priest here. Another Priest Toy Safari. They're numbered. It's in the maybe the 60s or something. I can't remember which number it is, but we're going to hit it again because I found a couple cool boxes and we're gonna go through them. Victory Comics LLC on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and to watch all this. My God, I got gazillions of videos out there on toys. If you just want to look at rare toys, you can. If I bother you, you can shut me off and where I ain't talking or nothing, and you can just look at the toys. That's what I try to tell people. I say, you know, you don't have to sit there and listen to everything because I get off on rants, you know, and a lot of, especially a lot of the earlier videos, I just would go on a rant forever about, God knows what. Anyway, and then of course, Priest, Monsters, Aliens, and Superheroes on Facebook is my group. It's our group. So, because everybody's welcome to post and do things and have fun. And we're doing a bunch of auctions on every 2 weeks. We're doing auctions on there, and I'm letting go some of my rare stuff because I'm working on a movie this summer. I'm trying to get a whole 8 minutes worth of movie done. So maybe I can show some people, and people with them big old thick pocketbooks full of money will say, "Man, I want you to finish that movie. Here's some money." You know, that's what it takes in the movie business, right? I don't know because I just what I heard, but I'm trying. I actually had a movie studio back when I was 18 years old. Almost got one made, and that's back in the old days of 16 millimeter film, and you process it and all that stuff. I did all that stuff. I went to George Romero's film school, and Tom Savini was teaching there. So that's back in the day when they were kind of like considered like has-beens. That's before they got cool again, you know. But it's cool because I thought Tom Savini was awesome, and George Romero, he's make some good stuff, right? You know, anyway, for us horror genre guys, and I was always a horror guy. I don't like the new stuff as much. I'm into the old. Anyway, I found this killer box of action figures. I'm trying to stay on track here. My mind don't work that way, right? So anyway, and I've been trying to figure out what's the best way to upload these. It's always, I'm just gonna have to go to YouTube and then share them, and then hopefully y'all will share them, and then people can see them, and then they'll get involved in the group. And they'll start collecting different stuff and show off their stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna show y'all some cool stuff right now. This is all carded figures. I just opened this box and I was all like, woo! So anyway, I've showed him before in pictures, I think. Anyway, he's a European UK knockoff Terminal Warrior, but knockoff of Judge Dredd, which I don't know. I mean, it actually says Judge Dredd. It actually says Superman and Batman and all that stuff. But man, there is no doubt about it. These are knockoffs. There's no copyrights on nothing. Anyway, I opened this one. I have an unopened one, and I tell y'all what, I think I'm gonna put the other open one in the auction for next week. So it's awesome, y'all. This is one of the coolest freaking figures ever. And I love Judge Dredd. Even though I'm not a Brit, Mighty Cop, which is a really cool Sun Gold. If it's not Sun Gold, it's a knockoff of Sun Gold. But anyway, really good figures, and they're cheap still. Y'all should get those while you can. Here is I didn't know I had this in here. This is so nuts. I've never showed anybody this. I've never taken a picture of it or nothing. So this is an original 80s one. Okay, Guerrero's, the Guerrero's Del Mañana series, right? So this is the Zendar robot. Check that out. That's the card back. And they were just stapled. They had a real cheap bubble stapled on there. And, but anyway, check out the robot. I mean, this is a knockoff He-Man toy we're talking about here. He come on that deal right there. That's sexy, man. God almighty. I love that sucker. Like I said earlier, it's hot in here, so I got a fan blowing on me, and I've got a water over here, and I'm trying to stay alive. This little, I want to just break it. These go in its hands, and it shoots them out, right? And it works. I mean, this thing's unused, you know, but look at the paper face, y'all. Isn't that freaking nuts awesome? I love that stuff. Anyway, I love toys. Y'all know that. I've been toying for many years. I'll always love toys. I feel like I love them more every day. Like, this helps me though to have toy friends like y'all are, and be able to talk about it and all that stuff like that. And we're working on stuff to, okay, I just showed y'all an 80s Guerrero's Del Manana. This is a modern one, okay? Okay, there's the figure. There's the white back. That's signed by the maker, by the creator on the back, and he still makes these, y'all. You can get a hold of him several different ways, but they're about $75 a piece. And then of course shipping, so there's nothing cheap. Anyway, there's a Heroes of the Occult, and if you'll notice, that is a Beastman's head that's been painted like that. Now that's nuts, right? Check that out. Freaking awesome. And you got the old Batman, Heroes of the Occult City. So the Occult City is probably a rough place if I had to guess. There is another one that's a modern one, white back. Anyway, these are really great though. It doesn't matter. I mean, and I love them. I have a lot of old ones and I have a lot of new ones, and I don't really care because I like them all. The colors are different though. I mean, you're never gonna get the same. I've never seen the exact one done old and new that looks the same. Ocean Warriors, so a Street Sharks knockoff. I dug Street Sharks. You know, I was already a man when Street Sharks came out, but I think they came out in the 90s, yeah, so I was already grown. I graduated high school in 91, so, you know, not that curbed any of my toy loving, because I never stopped, man. I was always, the only time I ever stopped is when you know, there was a little transition time where I moved away and I worked on a ranch, and I'd still go in and buy toys, but I never was like, there was no internet back there, man. There would have been, I'd have been home and not, you know. Anyway, Top Warrior. This is the guy with the skull and crossbones mask, and Freddy the Butcher. And I love the artwork on those. That is freaking super killer. This is a Combo Warrior He-Man, red-headed He-Man. This is a custom-made thing. And I think that you used to see him about 10 years ago or so, but you don't see him anymore. And man, it's a really, 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 really good figure. You know, I mean, that literally looks like it's real, like it's legit. That's what, I mean, it does. I mean, the cardstock could have been a little shinier, but other than that, everything looks just totally legit with that figure right there. Love that. Ninja Troll. Okay, if you like trolls, I like trolls. Theo Kane says trolls aren't part of the action figure world. I disagree. Because, I mean, some of them are, I mean, you got the little funky little trolls and they're fixed bodies and they're just like, you know, oh, I'm friendly troll. I mean, dude, this guy's pulling a sword from his back. I mean, he's decked out. You know, heck, I've got Ninja Trolls with bazookas, you know, so, rocket launchers. So, I mean, I like Warrior stuff. Y'all know that. I love Warrior stuff. Okay, now we're kind of Galaxy Warriors. One of the all-time classics. Hey, somebody the other day asked me, they said, hey, what's the sleeper, man, like to collect? What's the, you know, Spectratron's out of sight. You can't afford it. Other things are going out of sight. You can't. What's the sleeper? Galaxy Warriors, Galaxy Heroes, Combo Warriors. The reason is because there's 8 million variations to each one of them. I kid you not. Like Unicornus. I want to say Unicornia. I created Unicornia, right? Unicornus, like I've been on the hunt to get like every one of those I know of for the past 15 years. No doubt about 15 years. I thought I had 9 variations. I think I found a 10th today. So I think I got 10 variations. And my buddy Antoine Martin, he's got more variants that I don't have. He just showed me some pictures today. I'm like, and I think Emmanuel Visor over in France has one that he showed me, and I'm sure all y'all got ones that I don't have. I'm sure guys that have tons of them, like Steve Seeley, I'm sure they got, you know, blow me away. But anyway, to me, because what do all of us get into collecting variants? And the thing about these Galaxy Warrior Combo Heroes, Combo Warriors, Muscle Warriors, all these dang things, is there is like an insane amount of differences. I don't mean like, oh, his pants are chartreuse instead of this, or his, he's a little pink here, a little purple there. I'm talking major differences. I mean, when you look at the figure, hell, I mean even differences in the scales. Like you have the exact same figure and the scale is totally off. So that is exciting. And even though I try to curb myself from being such a variant hunter, because I used to collect Star Wars, and I mean, you'd be looking at like, microscopes for that stuff. You don't have to look through microscopes for this stuff. It's just obvious, and man, I'm telling you, I shouldn't even say this. I should not release this video because I'm still on the hunt for so many of them. There's a Galaxy Heroes, Dragon or Dragoon. I don't remember how they pronounce them, but I've got worlds of these in the package. Somebody had Velcro on the back of that one at some point in time. I guess they had it hanging on the wall. Combo Hero. Now he come up. Y'all, I'm telling y'all what, don't ever get discouraged when you're a mint-on card collector and the cards start popping off. Because let's face it, as we grow up, this is a deal for collecting in general. Us dudes that collect these guys are, I mean, let's say the general age is from 30 years old to 50 years old. Now I know guys that are a little older and I know guys that are younger. So, but let's say you can clump most of us in between 30 and 50, and a bunch of us in from 40 to 45, right? So, granted, the hobby's going nuts right now. It's just expanding. Anyway, this has just started. This collecting of 5.5 figures, of He-Man type figures, of knockoff type, it just started. Y'all think it's been around for a long time? I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. There's other guys been doing it a long time. It just started, y'all. We ain't seen nothing yet. Because when the more people come into the deal, it just makes it explode. And you got guys like Michael Zolotaro who are making figures, out the wazoo. I mean, every time you turn around, he has a new bunch of figures, and he's got variants, and he's got this and shit. You spend your whole life just collecting his stuff. And trust me, by the time he's done, it'll take your whole life to finish his stuff. Will have a line of my Warriors of the Universe figures. Stand still. My guys that I make, which are fully articulated, he's a little stiff, fully articulated, raw, right? I'll have my line out, hopefully in 2020, where you can buy them on the card. Now granted, they won't have my slick paint jobs or any of that stuff, but they'll be basically molds of my figures, cheaply done. In fact, I'll just go ahead and tell you, they're not going to be super nice like Michael, like the Zolos are. They're going to be packaged up cheap as I can package them, so y'all can have a cool 5.5 figure in something that you can go, oh hey, look, those are 12 or 15 bucks a piece. I'm shooting for like $12 or $15 a piece. And there'll be shitloads, tons of variations. There'll be, I try to watch myself. I just can't. I get my mind just goes off, and I forget what I'm doing, and I start talking rough, I'm kind of a rough dude. Anyway, so I plan to have all these out, and y'all, I've got 175 different ones made. That only just tells you, how many you'll see out there, and it's going to be really cool. I've also got some big 9 inches that'll be coming out, so we'll have both sizes, and it'll be just, all it is funding, right? And so as soon as that happens, and then you go, I'm going back on this. Action Heroes. Y'all seen ones that I have before that just say action figure, and they're on a blank yellow package, So man, it just gets me like, how did this happen? Like I know China just turned out, China and Hong Kong, they just turned out tons of these bodies and stuff, and people got them, and they're just like, and these companies said, hey, well, what you got? They probably called up whatever marketing in China, and look at here, action figures by Jaru. Now Jaru never made these mothers. Jaru bought parts and put them together and stuck them in a package, or had them stuck in a package in China. Satana, one of my absolute favorite characters. The Eagle Man, one of my favorite characters. I've gotten where it's my favorite deal. Mainly because of the variants. At one time, Oliver Ransford sold me like 5 or 6 of these different deals, these Mr. X's variants. This guy here literally has a gray face, if you can see it. Now, I'm bad colorblind, so I could be wrong, but I think that sucker's gray. Anyway, let me pull him out. Tell me that ain't gray. Okay? This is weird, right? That's weird. Okay? So, anyway, I've had just worlds of these things, and I just, like I say, I don't just think it's in it. This is one of the rarest ones I got, just because it's so weird. It's a wrestler, but if you'll note it, it's an End of Time Warrior head. And never seen it before. Nobody that I've ever talked to has seen it. But they're over there in China. They're packaging a bunch of stuff like, oh, here you go. You got a, you know, in Chinese, of course. You got a basket of them heads over there? Yeah, well, what do you got? Okay, just stick them on there. They fit? Yeah, sure, put them on there. Nobody cares. You know, because they were selling them to discount stores or dollar. You know, this was really before the, I guess these are probably tapping into the age of the dollar store, but everything was before that as a discount store, you know. So anyway, you see that. I remember when dollar stores first came out, you couldn't get nothing good there, but man, it changed. Anyway, somebody's big with swords in there. I don't know who that goes. Anyway, Remus figures out of Germany. Let's see. Yep, Germany. Of course, made in China, but and they're, let's face it, those are Mannix figures, right? But pretty cool. Look, 149 euro. Pretty cheap. Anyway, love these too. Man, the fantasy figures, I love. One of my big collections I love. Oh, there's the sword. Look at that guy. That's a Sauron looking dude. Krieger is his name. And it comes with that massive, massive sword. Anyway, that is really awesome. And here's another Sun Gold masterpiece, Laser Force. But y'all see these pop up, you know, from time to time. But man, I mean, they're so cool. Look at all of that. I will warn you though, some of these belts and accessories are getting a little agey. And if you go strapping them on your figure, you'll snap them, you know. So what I try to tell everybody, if they've got one that's already all suited up, keep it that way. Don't touch it, because a lot of that plastic is frozen. If you've got some plastic that is kind of frozen up, you need to get it on that figure. I hit it with a hairdryer, and I gently see if it's going to bend. Most of the time, it'll bend it, you know, where you can get it and you can mold it to that figure and get it buckled up and then leave it and all that stuff. Anyway, well, this video's run over, right? I just want to show y'all some figures and get some more of these Priest Toy Safaris out there. Lots of toy stuff coming up, y'all. Lots of videos, lots of fun stuff. We're gonna kick it, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I don't quit. I told y'all this 2 years ago when I started all this crap. I said, I don't quit, and I ain't quitting. So I won't quit. I just keep doing it. Anyway, so keep an eye out for us, and victory as always, y'all.